Oh, my bad, my hand's in the way. I know. Hand's in the way. So YouTube ain't showing me no love, so I got Miss Tracy on it. Today Wednesday? What is today? Today's Friday. Give YouTube a second to see if it does anything. I'm out with all these ladders today. Love. It's like they send out one notification a day, I think, one or two. That's about it. After that, there's no more notification. Hit that thumbs up so it'll start notifying people. Somebody, whoever that one person is. Probably a lurker. I'm looking at thumbs up for lurkers. Just get random text messages about Verizon and Fort Women and shit. Makes no sense. But what privacy do you have today? If you're not secure in your household, in your home. You know, you're supposed to be secure in persons, places, things, and effects, right? But if you can't be secure at your own home, how much privacy do you have? Like, they already track us through our phones. They know every move we make. They know every time we move money. They know, anytime we do anything, there's some record of this. I expect to be my home to be private. I expect my land to be private. You're not welcome on my land. Anybody. If I don't invite you there, you're not welcome there. It's that simple. When you pull up and you see that private property sign, the best thing you can do if you really need my attention is to sit out the road and honk your horn or some shit until I get pissed off and come out and see what you want. But again, we have cops, again, for the fucking 7th time, who are incapable of reading, and they come out of here. So, like, at what point, what's it going to take? What does it take for you to read a sign? For you to know, like, wait a second, these people are from out of state, they bought this property, so anybody that we're looking for that had used this address at some point in their lifetime, they're no longer here. You know, if cops go to serve a warrant somewhere and they know or has reason to believe that that person is not there, it is not valid. It's not a valid way to serve a warrant. Now, they're going to say it is, because that's what they do. You know, they're fucking tyrants. They're thugs. And they justify in their own mind why they need to come to this place to look for this person that's not going to be there. Even when they've been warned, like, hey, some people might get bit. There's a dog there. There's a couple of dogs there. So my wife today, once again, was at home, just minding our own business, because that's what we do, mind our own business. And she hears the car in the driveway. It's not coming up the driveway. It's parked at the end of the driveway. And she walks out and looks around the corner. It's a sheriff's car backed into my driveway. So she's going to go out there and tell them to get the fuck off the property because, like, this ain't your donut eating spot, right? She pops her head around the corner. The cop's walking up the driveway. These motherfuckers got a warrant for another person that doesn't live there. And, like, they don't get it. They can't comprehend. Like, they think I don't want them there because I'm doing something I don't want people to know about. They're too stupid to know that fucking I put everything on here. Like, everybody knows what I do because I post it all over YouTube. Not that I'm hiding nothing. It's just that you're not fucking invited. There's big signs out there that say private property. But they really believe that they can ignore those signs for whatever reason. And I got this dude so mad, I wasn't cussing or nothing. At first I was kind of shitty, but I wasn't cussing. Because I know when you cuss, they hang up because we're crybabies. But then he started cussing at me when I pointed out you're talking in circles, dude. He's like, well, so we got a legal warrant, we're obligated to come here. So first of all, you're not obligated to do shit. You do it because you fucking choose to do it. Second of all, not even the law of this state allows you to go somewhere to serve a warrant where you have reasonable suspicion that the person is not there, or you know the person is not there. And in this case, you know the person's not there. Well, how do we know that? Because, dude, I've been through this conversation with your fucking other fuckboy. I'm not going through it with you again. These people don't live here. I don't want you here. There's private property signs out there. So once you come past that threshold of my property and you get bit, it becomes a you fucking problem. And then you're going to shoot my dogs, and it's going to be a big problem. We don't want these problems, so I'm trying to avoid these problems. I'm actually doing you a solid. I could just be a dick and just let the dogs out and let them run around, and then when you get bitten and say, you know, did you see the private property signs? Did you see the beware dog signs? But they just don't get it. They don't care. They're going to keep coming to my house. And some bad shit's going to wind up happening. One of the fucking thugs are going to wind up getting bit. And I guess it's just the way it has to. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about it because I don't want my dogs getting shot. You know, my dogs are there to do a job. And they're getting better about doing that job. You know, at first they were a little crazy. Had to kind of keep them on a leash. But, you know, we're letting them go a little more. But at this point, when my wife and kids are at home alone, and somebody is bold enough to drive past, at least, either way you go in my driveway, you have to pass, you know, 3 or 4 private property signs. No trespassing. Stay the fuck away. We don't like you. They have ill intent. And that's just how we're going to look at it. If you're not, because nobody's been invited here for Friday. So if you're coming here, you have ill intent because you don't, you know, for whatever reason. So I told them, I told my wife and the kids, let the dogs out. No. But you all have caused this. We haven't had no problems with other people coming here. Other people understand, well, one person came there. But normally people see the private property signs and they're smart enough to keep going. Why aren't you all, when you are the ones supposed to be enforcing the law? But you have no privacy. And in the end, I'll lose. And in the end, it'll cost me. And in the end, I'll be the one going to jail. But in the end, fuck it, I don't care. It's worth it. It's worth proving the point. Like, I'm done bending my principles in order to save myself from what's coming tomorrow. I'm just not doing it. Like, I'm altogether done with it. And like, they just don't get it. Like I told the cop that called me, I'm like, look, man, you can't just go kicking in doors because, this is why I want to catch you. I said, you can't just go kicking in doors because you have a warrant if you know that person's not there. He's like, well, we didn't kick in your door. I said, to me, you did. You crossed the threshold of my property. It's no different if you cross the threshold of my driveway or you kicking my front door to me. There's no difference. It's my property. Mine. I paid for it. I don't want you there. So I don't know what the solution to this problem is without coming out with a bad solution. I wish that they'd just leave us the fuck alone. But of course, that can't happen. Like, I have more problems here with cops than I did in Ohio. I've seen more cops, I've had more contact with these fuckers down here than I had since 2016 in Ohio, in the last 7 years in Ohio. Like, even by your all's rules, your laws, I don't do shit wrong. Yet you want to keep fucking with us. Well, they're not fucking with you. They're just trying to do their job and serve a warrant. Yeah, okay, something like that. But it's what we got used to it. Nobody's complained about it. I bet there's not another person in this county that can those cops come there. Guarantee it. There's not one person. Because we've been trained to believe that it's just for safety. They're just looking for criminals and we're safer with them. And yeah, bullshit. Bullshit to all that. They're fucking thugs. That's all they are. When you have to be concerned about how to defend your property from these thugs walking on it, that's a major problem. It's a major problem in my eyes, especially. Like, I just want left alone. I literally want way the fuck out of my way to be left alone. Like, in all different kinds of ways. Like, we left a really decent house, and move to a fucking crack house in a shithole in the middle of nowhere because it was worth us to get to the privacy that we want. But since nobody else complains about when they come there, looking for whoever, if you like, and they keep sending one cop out, which amazes me. I've never been picked up on a warrant by one cop, ever. So, like, how concerned are they with whoever it is that they're looking for? Is he that big of a danger that you need to put a warrant out for him and go looking for him? Because, like, especially a female cop. So, Chad something, I don't know what the dude's name was. Christy was on, not me. So they were looking for him. They send a female cop out. One, to get a dude, an adult male. That makes sense. This dude's so dangerous, you're going to send a female out to get beat up by somebody. Because that's what happened. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's none of it makes sense to me. I wish it could make sense to me. So again, like I said, I talked to him, and this dude's just like, the last dude was an idiot, but he at least said, hey, we'll send somebody else out there. So either A, you didn't do what you said, or B, your cops are fucking incompetent. And cops down here are stupid as fuck. Stupid. I just got out of a speeding ticket and some other bullshit because the cop is too stupid to know what day court's on. Like, they're just dumbasses. And you give these fuckers guns and the power to control other people legally. And like, when I say this to them, I tell them, like, I don't give a fuck about none of what you're talking about. None of that shit means anything to me. Like, they can't comprehend it because they immediately default to the sovereign citizen, that made up term by them. And then when you bring it to their attention, like, hey, that's like an oxymoron, right? You can't both be sovereign and a citizen. And what was funny was I was on the phone with him, I heard somebody in the background talking to him. So they're like telling him what to say. Because I already had this conversation with the other dude. And the dispatcher, I've had a conversation with all of them. Like, none of these people live here. Unless they lived here as of January 1st of this year, going back 100 years, they will no longer ever be at this property. Don't know them, don't want to know them, don't care about them, don't want you here. But what do you do? If nobody else is going to stand up with you and say, hey, we're done with this shit, quit going and just knocking on fucking random doors, because what do you do? And like, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is to the problem, other than just leave the dogs out. If the kids are there, sometimes Trennan's there by himself. He's 15. What if somebody pulls up in there and he's there? What's he supposed to do? Go out and see who it is? No. Just let the dogs out. Let them take care of it. But then if it's one of these fucking thugs, they're going to shoot him. Or her. Both of them. They'll shoot them both. And then, like, my dog shouldn't have to suffer because of these idiots that just can't listen. I don't know. I don't know what the solution to the problem is. There's always a solution. The solution would be that they're smart enough to know, like, hey, do I need to motion the court? I need to go to the court and say, hey, like, none of these fucking people live here anymore. Quit putting warrants out with this address on it. They don't live here. Like, we still get mail from people that supposedly the law in Tennessee is if you stay somewhere for 4 days, you live there. Like, that's what that cop tried to tell me. 4 days. 96 hours. 96 hours. You live there. You have to legally be evicted if the homeowner wants you out. I'm like, well, guess what, dickhead? Nobody's fucking been here for 40 minutes yet, like, much less 4 days. They're not going to be. Yeah, I didn't get no notifications. I had Tracy send out. So the way you feel full the algorithm is that you have one of your friends send out, get a whole bunch of your other friends. Like, so Tracy sent out a text and told everybody that whoever's on her text chat still. I'm not in it anymore. That I was on a live stream, and then you kind of fool the algorithm into whatever, but it still don't sound notifications. So YouTube, wait, man, I think you only get 2 a day. They're like, well, we'll give you 2 a day, and that's it. And I can't talk for 3 hours like Barricade. That dude can talk for hours about nothing, man, and make it make sense. I can't do it. I got too much shit going on in my brain. But anywho, I don't know what the solution is. I wish I knew a solution, but what like private property does not exist today. Nothing is private. If these fuckers have a badge on and some crazy clown costume and a gun, they really believe that they can do anything. They call it legality or law or whatever, and in some twisted, fucked up way, they justify in their own mind. Maybe I should just find out where they live and start going on their property, looking for somebody that doesn't exist. I'll go there to serve paperwork for somebody, one of them. I'm here to serve somebody that lives here, and just keep going back to different people, and see how long it takes them to get sick of it, peeking their windows and shit. Like, it's just insanity, man. But like, the most insane part about it is that they act like I'm the only person that has a problem with this shit, which I kind of believe that, because people are fucking stupid. They don't see a problem with, because they've been trained to believe that these are our saviors in some ways. And really, they're the redcoats, the modern redcoats. Whether it be sheriffs, local, state, doesn't matter. They enforce the law of government. Government creates all, like 99.9% of laws are in the Constitution. If it doesn't coincide with natural law in our Constitution, it's not a law at all. But we'll forget about those Supreme Court rulings. They don't matter. What matters is that the court gave us this paper and said we must do this, but you're not obligated to. So if you're obligated to do everything you're told to do, then you don't uphold that oath that you allegedly took. Like, how does this work? Right. You find out where they live and just bother the shit out of them. But then here's what happened, is I'll go to jail. I'll go to jail for trespassing. I don't know how I want to handle it, but I have to handle it because like I said, my wife, like, that's my look at it, period. Especially when I'm not there. If I'm there, it's a little different. It's not much different. It's really not different. I say it's different in my own mind because I'm the one that just has to walk out there. I'm the one who has to see why somebody passed all those private property signs to get up here when they're not supposed to be here. I gotta stop these cigarettes. But when it's Christy and the kids, I don't know what to do other than to say, just let the dogs out. But then, like I said, the dogs will wind up getting shot, and no amount of money is going to bring my dog back. It doesn't matter if we can sue them and get the money or not. Because they're going to say, oh, it was legal, we had a warrant. And I'm going to say, I've warned you 16 motherfucking times that nobody you're going to have a warrant for is going to be here. I told you, they don't live here. I mean, do I need to get the person I bought the land from involved and have him call the sheriff's department to go down there and be like, hey, I sold this property? Like, I think I even showed him my land paperwork at one time. Like, it's on record with the county that land has been purchased by me at the recorder's office. So then why? Maybe I need to go find that out. Why do they have all these systems that invades our privacy? Why are they not using them to stop invading our privacy? Well, it's because they don't care, because nothing is fucking private anymore. And it blows my mind. It really blows my mind that people don't give a shit. Well, if you ain't got nothing to hide, if you're not committing no crimes, I don't care about none of that shit. It has nothing to do with it. Like, this is just like, small town is no different than the big city. The only problem with Cincinnati, is that a drive-through? Let's try this. I think it says a drive-through. It says there's a a drive-through here. I didn't know I could drive through. Does it say no drive-through? No parking. Okay, there's no parking. There's a little air thing out here. Let's try it. See what happens. Hey, what's up, man? Can I have 2 packs of Marlboro Lights in a box, please? The shorts. You gotta sit y'all down. I don't even smoke. I can buy cigarettes all the time. Oh. We did. Hey, thanks, man. I used to leave all my change to those people. Then I realized they're already making enough money. Give my damn 37 cents back. 17 cents. And you know, maybe I'll just pay. There's some more freezer doors. But they let me have them last before. I need them first. I already have 4 of them. You know, maybe I'm just being petty. That's very possible. You know, I always look at the possibility that I can be wrong about some things. Even though it doesn't seem like it, I know. There's the possibility that I'm just being petty, that I shouldn't care that these government agents that I don't like at all are coming on my property to look for people I've warned them will not be there, or told them will not be there. I just had a thought, I'm sorry. The people I did that shed for the past couple of days called me a minute ago. I was looking at another job, I'm like, fuck, what now? He's like, hey man, I'm like, what? He's like, we started putting our shit out in that shed. I'm like, yeah. He's like, it's not big enough. So we ordered another one. It's going to be here tomorrow in the UPS truck. I said, you better find somebody else to put that son of a bitch together. I don't want no part of it. Unless you plan on buying me a new truck and a trailer. Man. But what do you do? If you know a solution, let me know. Because I need to be reading the comment section. I didn't think there'd be as many. But yeah, we're at like 6 times now, I think. This is 6 or 7. It's a bunch. I don't think so either. I mean, I really don't think so. I'm being petty. Like, I just don't want the motherfucker. I just don't want him in my house. You know what I mean? But they genuinely believe that shit doesn't apply to them. That they can just do whatever they want to do. And I just get it. I don't get that mindset of, I just don't know. I don't know. Christy was pissed though. She called me, she was mad. She's like, why don't they get it? I was like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to come up with some really good signs to put up. And then just be as blunt as possible on it. Like, cross this line if you want bit. Like, I don't know. I have no clue what to do. But it is frustrating because there's nobody down here that's going to stand with me and say, yeah, we don't want you in our place either. You know what I mean? Like, nobody does that. Like, you drive around here, you think you can see, like, no trespassing signs and shit everywhere. Like, I'm almost to the point where I'm just going to say, fuck it, I'm going to sell my place. I'm going to go move out of Travis's cabin. He doesn't know that. Don't tell him. I'm just kidding. I'm only kidding. I mean, that place is only one way in and one way out. We could, like, literally barricade ourselves back there. It'd take them a month to get to us. Just fly drones and shit out to the front and see if anybody's coming in. I don't know. I think that your private property should be your private property, and people should respect that enough, especially these dickheads with this, with this whole situation. Like, okay, I get it. People used to live here, but at some point you have to recognize that none of those people are going to be here. Leave us alone. And like this 4-day rule, he's trying to tell me about. Like, dude, you're full of shit. No, if you stay somewhere for 4 days, I was like, well, first of all, that has nothing to do with this because those people have never been here since I've lived here. We bought the place. What don't you understand? Well, how are we supposed to know that? Because I Told you 6 times now, goddamn, are you retarded? You wear a red helmet? Why you got a gun and a badge? What are we doing? Everybody just chilling? I got places to be. I don't know. I gotta go. I gotta go get the pressure washer. I got a ton of work to do this weekend. And I gotta get it done this weekend. It has to be done. So that's where we're headed to almost now. I gotta get a trailer is what I gotta get. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this situation. I guess I can put my tailgate down, put the shit on the tailgate, put a red flag on it, hopefully it stays in, strap it in, fuck out. I'll figure it out. But I gotta go. Gotta get another speed ticket. Just got out of the last one. I'm pretty excited about that though. I was happy. I go in there, they're like, we ain't got court. And the sheriff said, I think I already told you this, but the sheriff in there was a sheriff in there that was the state trooper who gave me the ticket. His dad was the sheriff there. Imagine that. And he's like, well, they can just reschedule. I said, reschedule my ass. I'm here for court money. Let's have some court. Like, here's my paper. It says, which actually I didn't even have the paperwork. I lost it. They could have told me I was there on the wrong day. I've been blaming on Christy because she called. But they dismissed it all. Three charges. I don't know. I thought I only had 2. What was the first one? Don't say. 3 codes, whatever that is. Their tickets are weird down here. They're like printed out. They print it off and they gotta say a computer in the car. Speeding. Call for options. Tennessee license, 30-day residency. Tennessee registration, 30-day residency. Hey, stupid. This truck ain't fucking mine, moron. That's how stupid these fucking people are. This truck's not even registered to me. It's not my truck. So how am I going to register it in my name? Like, that's how stupid cops are. Dumbasses. They are, man. Fucking idiots. I really believe like you have to have a super low IQ, probably between like 72 and 84 to be a cop, because 72 is the legal retardation, right? And 84 is like the average of the average dude with Down syndrome. I don't know what to do about the problem. And I know I'm just repeating myself, and I'm sorry. What do you do? You know, I guess maybe I'm just leaving it on record like a good old fairy. You know, making everybody aware. Not only did I make you aware, I made the world aware that you all are not fucking welcome here. I need to get some signs made. If anybody knows anybody that makes like signs like that, how I would want them made, please let me know. I think I'm just going to pay to have some signs made and just be fucking straight blunt about it. Do like they do. Like, so if you go to the range over here, Birdsong Range, Attack Responses Range, you can look up for the road and see it. There's like a sign that says, if you're not a student or alumni, you're trespassing. And then like the further you go back, the worse the signs get. Maybe I'll do some shit like that, like no trespassing. If you value your life, you may want to turn it around. You know what I mean? And keep progressively getting to where like, hey, you really better think about this. I don't know. The only solution I know is just to let the dogs out. How many times do you need to be warned? If you're not here looking for me or somebody that lives here, it's not a valid warrant. None of those people have lived here at least 6 months prior to when we bought the place in November. Oh, fuck. I gotta turn around. Shit. I gotta go. I gotta make a phone call real quick. I gotta go pick up some lunch. So I'll see y'all later. I'm getting the guy that I bought the land from. Cut me some lumber. Like this right here, I don't mind, like if somebody needs, like they got a private property sign right there. Oh, it's that way. See it? Right back there. Little bitty bastard. If somebody like they like needs to turn around, I don't really have a problem with that. In all honesty, I don't. I didn't see that until I backed into it. Sorry guys. It won't happen again. But I know that's private property now, so I know to stay the hell away from it. They like them apples. But the guy I bought my land from, I couldn't find any. I didn't want to spend $16 or $18 on a 2x10, a 2x6. So he cut me 12 2x6 by 8. I think I said 10. 2x6 by 8. He's got me 12 of them for $6 a piece. So that's what we're going to use them for our raised beds. And I know they won't last forever, but they'll last us this year at least. It cost me $70 rather than for 4 beds, rather than buying the metal ones that cost $139 a piece or whatever it is. $159 a piece for this little round. There's a box Chevy right there. Dust all over it. How do you get that? Put some rims on it and sell some hip kit. There you go. I don't know. Just think of some solutions. If you know anybody that may have a solution to the problem or has been through some shit like this, look at this barn medium right here. It's nice as hell. Let me know. Let me know. I gotta go. I'll holler at y'all later. Stay safe. Stay on it. And try to get it. I mean, there should be no problem with your life being private. It's not government's business what I do on my land. Not that we do anything. It doesn't matter though. It's mine. I bought it. I'm paying for it. I've paid a lot on it already. I don't want you there. Go away. You're not welcome. It's just a mindset though. Just like, I told you the other day, I had the conversation with my buddy and said, me and 9 of my buddies come to your house with guns to come in and boss you around, tell you what to do, and probably kidnap you. What do you do? He's like, oh, I got guns here, I'd be fighting. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Okay, now imagine I have a badge and a gun, and I bring 9 of my buddies with badges and guns. We come to do the same thing. What do you do? He's like, well, in that case, I'm like, no, there was no well in that fucking case. In both cases, we're criminals trying to rob you and kidnap you and hurt your family. Like, what's the difference? And he just couldn't understand it. He's been trained to believe like that. I don't know, but I gotta roll. I'm out of here. I gotta grab this stuff. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.